A new war just erupted in the region of Nagorno Karabakh between Armenia and Azerbaijan. That's today's short topic. My name is Max Villman. I'm a former fighter pilot and officer in the Swedish Armed Forces, and let's go. So yesterday, the 19th of September 2023, I'm recording this the 20th of September. Yesterday, we had new clashes, artillery fire, and military action in the region of Nagorno Karabakh, which is a disputed region between Armenia and Azerbaijan. So let's take a look at what this region is about and why this conflict is. So first of all, where in the world are we? Taking a look at Google Maps, we're at the Caucasus region here. And as you know, this is a region there has been many wars in the last years. We have Russia's invasion of Georgia, where a part of two parts of Georgia is actually occupied still by Russia. But this region we're talking about now is Nagorno-Karabakh, located in the middle of Azerbaijan, around where my mouse is right now. So Azerbaijan is here. You have also a small part of Azerbaijan here, and then you have Armenia here. So those are the two main parties, and the region that they are talking about is Nagorno-Karabakh. It's a mountainous region here in the area. And why is this territory dispute in the first place? So if you take a look at this ethnic composition of the region, this was from 1989. I think it's, I don't know the exact look, how it looks right now, but it makes for a good understanding of the conflict. So you have the small port of Armenia here. You have Azerbaijan all around, and then the region of Nagorno-Karabakh within the blue borders here. You see that the red dots are Armenian, the blue dots are Azeri. So you see there is actually a majority of Armenians in this region that is located in Azerbaijan. So that is one of the reasons. And why is this a problem then? This is ethnicity. But if you take a look at the religious composition of Azerbaijan, it is 97% Islamic. And Armenians are 95% Christian, and also very, very religious. So we have all the settings for a conflict in the area, ethnicity and religion, of course. And if you go back to the fall of the Soviet Empire, both of these regions were, of course, these countries were, of course, part of the Soviet Union, which basically kept them a little bit in check. But as the Soviet Union started to crumble in the late 80s, tensions rose. There were several clashes between militias and also police forces and locals, resulting in several deaths. And then as the Soviet Union formally was dissolved, Armenia was created, Azerbaijan was created. In 1991, both new nations then took the opportunity to actually conduct a war against each other. And what has happened then, if you take a look at the map again here, this is from Crisis Group, if you want to look at how it is right now. So you have Armenia here within the red, you have Azerbaijan, you have also Azerbaijan here. The Nagorno-Karabakh region is the one in red, and also in this other color, which I don't know how to describe. And then you have the yellow parts here that are actually not part of Nagorno-Karabakh. But the conflict between 91 and 94 resulting in that Armenia won the military part of that war. So they occupied Nagorno-Karabakh. And they occupied around 40% of Azerbaijani territory, and that is the part that is depicted here in yellow. So they had the region and they had the adjacent territories. And of course, Azerbaijan was not happy with it, and there were several problems between 1994 and then in 2020, which I think all of us got to see a little bit more about this conflict. It came up to the news. There was a formal military clash again then between Azerbaijan and Armenia. And Armenia is supported by Russia. Azerbaijan is supported by you have Iran here, you have Turkey. So because of their Muslim, their Islamic composition, they have support from both Iran and Turkey, and perhaps even other places as well. Azerbaijan actually got the upper hand in that military conflict, and we saw the first major use of drones striking military convoys, and the Armenians did not have any real answer to this. So that conflict went on for a while, resulting in that Azerbaijan won a quite decisive military victory. And then they could take back the yellow territories that they lost in 94. They took them back from Armenia. They also managed to occupy parts of Nagorno-Karabakh, and the last remaining part, or the 2/3 or whatever, was actually patrolled by Russian peacekeepers. So Russia sent in peacekeepers to patrol that region, basically to protect the Armenian civilian populace. So this was the ceasefire, the truce that was negotiated. So a decisive military defeat for Armenia, and Azerbaijan, of course, came out of this conflict feeling very, very strong, and they had won at the battlefield military, and since then, if we take a look at the map again, the region here up in the north, where Russian peacekeepers, and the northern part of the Nagorno-Karabakh region, there is a road going over into Armenia, which is the only way to supply this area. And Azerbaijan has moved forward checkpoints and actually shut down this road now. There were several incidents between 2020 and now. And now the region is basically isolated under blockade, which of course they don't even let humanitarian things, Red Cross and so forth. Humanitarian aid cannot come in, so there's a lot of suffering for the civilian populace, of course, in the region. So, and yesterday, Azerbaijan started their military campaign again, which I think they have the goal of occupying the entire region, of course. They're feeling that they have a military possibility right now. Russia is on the Armenian side, but as you all know, Russia is very, very occupied in the Ukraine war, with the Ukraine invasion. So Armenia was defeated soundly military in 2020, and now their main ally Russia is getting weaker. So I think Azerbaijan and their allies feel that there is a military opportunity here to act, and they also have the ability to enlist a lot of aid from other nations such as Turkey and Iran. And before we go any further, please do me a solid and give me a like, a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel. That helps me grow, and it doesn't cost you anything. So I think, unfortunately, because Azerbaijan feels that they have this upper hand right now, they will try to use that as much as possible. So I think we are in for a new military campaign with Azerbaijan trying to control the entire region of Nagorno-Karabakh. And I don't know how Armenia has learned from the last war 3 years ago. If they have learned, if they have new abilities to counter the Azerbaijani drone threat and the Azerbaijani military. As we talked about earlier, Russia is of course sending most of their stuff to Ukraine, so I don't know how much they have sent to Armenia. So it is difficult to see how this will go. Azerbaijan is feeling quite cocky right now, and I think that is why they see this opportunity to act in a military way. So unfortunately, I think this conflict will escalate quite quickly now into a full military conflict. And Armenia, of course, will feel the need to come to the region's aid if Azerbaijan tries to take the remaining part of Nagorno-Karabakh. I think Armenia will feel compelled, basically, to enter the war and fight the Azerbaijanis once more. So we will see how this goes. I think we will have reason to come back to this conflict in a couple of weeks, perhaps. But unfortunately, we are looking at a full-scale war here. I hope not, but I think that is the most likely course of action going forward. But I will end it there. If you have enjoyed this, please give me a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to buy me a coffee and support the channel in that way, there is a link to my Ko-Fi down below. You can also use the super thanks button, the 3 dots below the video if you want to tip me. But I have a newsletter as well, links to my webpage, everything, all the good stuff down in the description. And please write in the comment section what you think will happen and what you think I should react to next. But that is all until next time. As always, fly safe.